stage on the cam. Small town pride, big stage fight. All eyes locked on the stripe tonight. It's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Heat waves dance on the backstretch. Spotters call tight on the headset. One more lap till legends are made. Name on the wall, a fade away. Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Fire in the pipes, thunder in the seats. From the shop floor grind to the big show heat. This is your night, this is your turn. Four wide motorsports, let the horses run. Tonight, it's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn.
Welcome, everybody, to the Four Wide Motorsports Network. I'm Charles Tooch Oberg with my producer, Tracy Brown, color announcer tonight here from Dover Speedway for the, what is it called? The Bingley's
Bingley's Auto
Auto
Body.
Body. Not much information there, but Chris Bingley is up high above the track doing race control, and he is the sponsor of the race, and I'm sure that's a family's garage with the same name. So thank you to Chris Bingley and Bingley's Auto Body for sponsoring the 120 from Dover Raceway. Tracy, what do you think about this track? A mile long concrete track, ready to tear up some tires or what?
Oh, yes, Chooch. This thing reminds me an awful lot of a big Bristol Speedway with the concrete surface chews up the tracks, and then the big landings that you have coming off the straightaways, coming into turns 1 and 3. And, you know, this is one of these racetracks here. It is a self-cleaning track. So whatever happens on the track is eventually going to make its way down to the inside wall. So we have a pretty full field here tonight. So I doubt we're going to make it caution-free, but it would be nice if we did. But at any rate, we're going to see some really good racing tonight for sure.
As you guys get a good look at the 46-foot tall monster that stands outside the front gate. Welcome everybody into Dover, the Monster Mile, as Tracy was saying. Yeah, Tracy, these 26 bank degree corners, man, they let those marbles go to the infield. So these guys got plenty of clean track to run on tonight, but it is going to get rubbered up pretty quickly out there, and it does chew through tires, that concrete. Well, let's go through your running order real quick. It looks like Daniel Michel takes our pole award today. He sits on the pole in first place. Hunter Carlson on his outside in the 32. Gavin Grubbs, third place in the 26. Colton Alderman in fourth place in the 9. Brent Wolf in fifth place in the 7. Mitchell Wilson, sixth place in the 46. Paul Dillon in seventh in the 113. Wes Wiegand in eighth in 88. Chris Golden ninth in the 19. Hayden Bloomer in 10th in car number 10.
And then we have in 11th position the 14 of Colton Briner. To his outside will be Wendell Atkins in the 83 car, starting 12th. In the 13th position, we have the 29 car of Uncle Wayne Cannon. To his outside will be Marty Roberts, starting 14th in the 55 car. Then in 15th, we have Yogi Schleer in the 12 car. To his outside will be Drew King in the 34, and he'll be starting in 16th position. Then in 17th, we have Devin Baker in the 4 car. To his outside be David Warmuth in the 8 car, starting 18th. Ron Walters starting in 19th in a 99 car. Luna Lepo, maybe. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. We'll have to see if we can't get that straight. And I tell you what, Chooch, I'll go ahead and take us on out. 21st position, 35, Elijah Grant. To his outside to be Steve Castle in the number 1 car in 22nd. Starting in row 12 of 23, it'll be the 56 of Chris Norris. And to his outside, as always, will be the 17 of Daniel Mindfood Jones, starting in 24th position.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome in some of these newer drivers I haven't seen. Like we mentioned, Luna Leopo is a new driver, and Marty Roberts I haven't seen out on the track yet. Wendell Aikens, I think, had 1 or 2 races with us, but the pace car's off, and we are going to get ready for the green flag. 4 Wide Motorsports green flag is about to drop as they go into the starting zone. Daniel Michel gets them underway. Green flag is out, and we are underway as Hunter Carlson gets a huge push from the 9 car, and he is out front right away.
Yeah, he got a huge push from that 9 car of Alderman. I'm not sure if that was planned or not, but it certainly looked as if it was the way they shot out of, from the restart zone there.
Oh, they shot out of there like a cannon, and you can see just how fast this track really is because, that's our first lap, just under 30 seconds right there for a mile. And they're going to get faster because that's, they're not up to speed yet. That's a fast lap, under half a second.
Yes, it is, and already the 25 of Daniel Michel is sort of closing in here on the leader of Hunter Carlson. Oh, he's looking to the inside. This is going to be a tricky pass here because there's the way that landing is what I call it, the way the track transforms. It'll really just dump the car off of the straightaways and into the turns. And you could probably get away with this on newer tires, but once those tires start getting older, and start wearing a little bit, it's going to become harder and harder. I thought for a moment we're going to have a 3 wide action back there, Chooch.
I wouldn't doubt seeing some 3 wide action going on tonight. Further in the night there. Like you said, as the tires wear, this track's going to. First of all, it's concrete. Concrete's going to eat up tires anyway. And then you said, like, you got the transition coming from 28-degree banking down to 9-degree in the straightaway. As we already got a car, I think that's car number 1 there. Heavy damage. No caution come out of Steve Castle from Bettendorf, Iowa. We talk about him quite a bit from Bettendorf. Sounds like a D&D character or something, but he's already in the pits here.
Well,
with no fast repairs, they taken away the fast repairs, so any damage you get, you have to come into the pits and fix manually. Let's bring up the race analysis too. If find that.
Sorry about that, Chooch. I had already hit the replay button, and I was going to do it really quick as the caution now comes out. So we'll bring it back.
Caution comes out now.
Yeah, we'll bring it back live here. So anyway, like you were saying, see if we can't get the race details up here for you.
Yeah, so the race length is 120 laps. That averages out to 122 miles. Stage break, none. No stages tonight. Tire sets in the pits, 2 tires. There's the 0 fast repair. 1 attempt at a green-white checker tonight. And I wonder if that was the only caution. I don't know why they would bring out a caution when he made it into the pits. Yogi Schleer is showing a meatball, and Steve Castle's showing a black flag. So Yogi Schleer must when we were looking at Stephen Castle, Yogi Schleer must have got into something.
Yeah, let's back this. Oh yes,
yeah, there it is. I think it happened before him.
Oh,
yeah, as
man,
we talked,
look at it.
3 wide, check up. Yogi had nowhere to go. And unfortunately, that brings out the first yellow flag of the race.
And that would be the 4 car of Devin Baker, who tried to get to the inside of the 83 car of Wendell Atkins, which I think he did make it to the inside, but the pass wasn't successful. He got into Wendell just a little bit, checked up, and Schleer just virtually no time to react.
No time at all going that fast into those high bank corners.
Oh, sorry.
And on lap 9, yeah, just shy of lap 10. Caution like that. Oh, what a hit. That's going to put a couple cars in the pits for a little while getting repairs.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. That was a hard hit there.
Yeah, very, very hard hit and very unfortunate because, you know, these really fast mile tracks or half mile tracks, you know, they run very fast, and you come around that corner and all of a sudden there's somebody parked right in front of you. You don't have time to even think, you know, you let alone react. So feel really bad for Yogi, and you know, hopefully he get it fixed, get it back out there, and turn some more laps just to you know, keep some points on the board for him for the championship season.
Yeah, you know, honestly, Chooch, if I'm driving this track and the way that it is banked and everything, and the way you want to make the most speed that you can every single lap, yeah, I'm looking at the guys in front of me, but I'm not concentrating on the guys in front of me. I'm looking at the track, and I'm trying to get that car as low as I can without getting on the apron through turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so,
Yep.
you know, and like I was telling you, the entryway coming off the straightaway into that banking, it almost just dumps you off in there. So you, especially if you have a loose car, you got to be real careful about getting in there. So I got to cut. What I'm saying is I'm cutting Yogi a little bit of slack there.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely right. This track runs really fast, and the way that you come out of the corners, you know, you don't have time to see much. But the pace lights are off, and we got Daniel Michel back under control with the 9 on his outside, Hunter Carlson behind Daniel, and Grubbs behind Alderman. So the first 4 there ready to fire up, and we got another 4 wide green flag as Daniel Jones takes us to the start of the race. Nice side-by-side racing coming out of the first turn there, going out of the second turn there. Guys starting to single file now. 113, Paul Dillon still on the inside of the 88 of Wes Wiegand. 26 on the outside of Hunter Carlson trying to make a run to that outside. That's the other thing. Right now, the outside line is probably not rubbered up as much as it's going to be towards the end of this race. Towards the end of this race, you're going to see a lot of guys making move to the outside, like the 26 right there with a huge run diamond in that corner. Oh, and he gets into the Hunter Carlson. Hunter Carlson saves it.
Oh,
Still
come
getting
on, Hunter.
a little loose.
Come on, Hunter. Hang on to it. There we go.
Yeah. Lost the back end a little bit. Loses a couple positions. But look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones all the way up to 10th place right now, up 14 spots already with 13 laps into this race. And, you know, maybe about 4 or 5 of those laps being caution laps. So really in about 10 laps, he's made it all the way up 14 spots. What an amazing run he's having right now.
Yeah, and we're looking at the 10 of Hayden Bloomer. It looked like he got a little bit loose coming off of turn 4. He was wiggling a little bit as well, but he's got it back under control now, so hopefully he'll be able to hang on to it. But yeah, as these tires wear off there, Chooch, man, it's going to become more and more of a handful.
Oh, it's going to get very interesting because if you miss that corner at all, your car is going to shoot up the track on exit. And there's nothing you can do to keep it down there because, like you said, you run out of that banking and it just shoots you out onto the straightaway. And all of a sudden you start heading towards that outside wall with not much you could do.
Yeah, and if there's a car to
wide opportunity there.
Yeah, if there's a car to your outside when your car kind of takes off, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can get out of the gas, but it seems like to me it makes the push even worse. So you just have to be careful here. And another thing, too, that I want to mention early on, it just so happens I broadcast another race the other night at this track, but it was the Cup cars. But boy, on those restarts on old tires, man, I mean, it was, I don't know, it was like those guys were restarting on ice or something. It was really, really rough. So it'll be interesting to see how these Arca cars do on restarts as well on old tires.
Yeah, I would think, more of the same, especially concrete. Concrete, when you have no grip on the tires anymore and they're nice and hot, they tend to slip quite a bit. As Alderman took the lead away from Daniel Michel, and Grubbs and Wiegand are in the back. That little shakeup sent Carlson back to 8th place. And, if you guys stayed were with us last week from Charlotte, Hunter Carlson, with a demanding win in that race, jumped ahead by 1 point in the point standings ahead of Daniel Michel. So Carlson's got some work to do if he wants to keep that lead.
Yeah, he sure does. And every single race, Hunter don't win them all, but he always seems to find his way to the front before the end of the race here. So he'll definitely be a guy to watch. And one other guy that I would just like to mention, it seems like to me we're watching every single week now, is the 113 of Paul Dillon. I was looking at the times in practice, and for the longest time, he was at the top of the tower here as far as speed goes. So not going to count him out as of yet either. He's currently running in the 5th position.
Never count out the 113. Not at all. Another one from hometown Florida. Love those hometown.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys from hometown somewhere in a state. And guys, drivers, when you're rewatching this broadcast, if you would, fill out the broadcast form just so that we can tell everybody where you're from. Even Paul here, if you're from Boca Raton, Daytona, Miami, or Orlando, any of those things, I'd love to fill it in so we can give our viewers a good idea of where you're from.
Oh, absolutely. But I wanted to bring back a point because as we're watching this race and guys are nice and spread out now. This is when you start using your peripheral vision here. The guy that in front of you is not what you're concentrating on. You're concentrating down the track. You're concentrating on everything up ahead, like a game of chess. You want to be moves and moves ahead of what's actually going on. And in your peripheral vision is what's right in front of you. So most people think your peripheral visions are off to the side and, you're paying attention to stuff in front of you. With racing, it's absolutely opposite. It's your peripheral vision is what's going on right in front of you, and you're concentrating down the track. So if you look at it that way, it's total opposite of what human nature is. And really, when you talk about racers and you hear racers say, "Oh, everything slows down at speed," it's because they're so good at doing that. They're so good at looking so far ahead that everything comes to them slow. It feels like everything comes to them slowly.
I totally agree with you there, Chooch. And yeah, I think we saw an example of that with Yogi Schlier. I'm not really going to blame him for kind of running into that because I know what I would have been doing, especially at the start of the race. But with what you just mentioned there is a very good point. And I'm not saying I'm all that good at it, but yeah, you gotta look for your let-off points. You gotta aim for your apexes, that sort of thing. But in your peripheral vision, just like you were saying, up ahead of you, you always have to keep in mind of what the drivers in front are doing in case something like that does happen. You can get on the brakes, go high, go low, whatever it takes to avoid someone else's incident.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to avoid, like in Yogi's case, there was no way he could have avoided that. That just happened so fast in real time. All he could do is use the car in front of him to stop. And, unfortunately that breaks up the car pretty badly at the speed they're going on. guys are hauling the mail here now down to 22-second laps through the field. So that's a mile in 22 seconds is that's
getting
speed.
Yeah, that is getting it, man.
Yeah, you can look at Chris Norris there. I mean, Chris Golden running around the field. A quiet night for him.
What?
And newcomer, Luna.
Yeah, let me put that back there. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Leopold. Sorry, we're getting your name mixed up, but welcome to the league in the 98 there. And we'd like to know where you're from, too, because, new member into this league. Like to shot you out and get your fans excited about having you over here, and hopefully you share the YouTube with all them so they can come and join the broadcast with us.
Absolutely, man. Doesn't matter if you're from Savannah, Georgia, or Boston, Massachusetts, or some Sydney, Australia. We'd love to know where you're from, and kind of get just like Chooch was saying, give all our viewers and your fans, or give your fans a little bit of something to cheer for there, and give all the viewers kind of some more information about you, because, pretty new to us here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And, don't forget, we do a lot of social media stuff, and, our social media guru, Colton Brenner, shout out to him for getting all those done. There he is in the pits, still getting some repair done. But I just want to mention real quick, Elite Track Sim Shots. Elite Track Sim Shots, owned and operated by Colton Brenner, delivers high-quality HD photography tailored specifically for all your iRacing needs, from capturing intense on-track battles to showcasing detailed cinematic race moments. Elite Track Sim Shots brings your virtual racing experience to life. Proudly serving as the official photographer for Worldwide Motorsports, Elite Track Sim Shots ensures every highlight, victory, and unforgettable moment is preserved in precision and style. And I got to tell you, some of those shots that he's been taking are absolutely amazing. So go check out Four Wide Motorsports on Facebook. I think we got a Twitter or Instagram, and tweet and Facebook, or what's the old one? Face Match.
X, yeah, Facebook. It doesn't matter. Just go to Google, type in Four Wide Motorsports, and something's going to come up, man, and you can link up with us there. No matter what pulls up, whatever the top search is, or the top search result is, click on it, and you will find your way to us.
Yes, everybody seems to be spread out pretty good, about a second or so in between each guy here. Some closer battles towards the back of the field, but I think that's going to be this race right now. 38 laps into the race, and you don't want to burn up your tires here, so I'm sure a lot of these guys are holding off and saving their stuff. They don't want to push the issue too much, and as always, Daniel Michel just has something on the track that nobody else seems to have, so he's just going to set sail no matter what. Oh, and who's this? Wendell Adkins comes down pit road with some heavy damage on the 83 of his car.
Well, Chooch, I'm getting an alert that he may have crashed, so let's just take a look real quickly here under green and just see if we can get some idea of what happened. I think he had already crashed and was just coming into the pits, and it threw an alert to me there.
Extensive damage on that car, as you see him check up to get into the pits there. No black flag showing, so he did make pit lane speed there. But you saw him checking up there. That's a mini heart attack, you like to call that, coming down pit road.
Yeah.
Great view of David Ward to him, doing pretty good tonight. And the leaders are in. 41 laps of racing here. Um, they are in to take fuel at least, I would imagine. I don't think I would. Maybe tires too. We're getting up there. 18
Well,
laps shy of about halfway.
well, Daniel Michelle is putting down a blistering pace. I mean, look at it right now. He's already lapped all the way up to the 14th position. So now, who knows how this is going to work out under green with pit stops and everything, especially if someone messes up and brings out a yellow here. It could get real
it looks
interesting
like he's taking
real
tires.
fast.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to shake everything up. But he took 4 tires and fuel. And do you think he's a little upset about last week? Not doing too good at Charlotte. Ended up finishing that race towards the middle to the back of the middle pack there, and it was Hunter Carlson that took off in that race. So, you think he wants some redemption there, Tracy?
Oh, I'm pretty sure of it. Daniel Michelle's not used to being a mid-pack marauder like myself, so he probably he probably took that a little personal. Like, hey man, competition is ramping up here. I might have to make a few practice laps here. See if we can't get this bad boy dialed in.
As Chris Golden takes first place away from everybody coming into the pits, so he's out there in first from Oak City, Oklahoma. Chris Golden, doing his real life Arca thing. He'll be in that Arca car for a couple races this year too. So Chris Golden, Golden Chef Racing, great guy and great to have him in the league, and Mr. Arca himself.
Yeah, Chris is one of those guys that does an awful lot too. Me and him call a couple of races during the week. Honestly, I don't know how the guy does it. I don't know what age he is, but he's got to be about half my age. Has a full-time job working in the oil fields. Helps me call a couple of late night races.
Oh, as a yellow flag comes out, second yellow of the race. Sorry about that, Tracy.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I'm just hunting here. I've got a lot of alerts here, but it's looking more like these are just incidents that I'm seeing for guys pitting. Not unless someone loses it and making it back up onto the straightaway or pulls out in front of someone.
Well, don't forget, we do have live race control tonight. So Bingley is Chris Bingley is doing the race control. So if he sees something on the track or sees something that's not right, he's going to throw a yellow flag. So, and you, just right there, the 56 of Chris Norris is around.
Yeah, and I had no idea that he was involved in anything. Oh, he just kind of loses it on his own coming out of turn 4 there.
Yeah, like you said, once those tires wear down, coming out of those turns are going to be real hairy.
Yes, absolutely. Chris Norris out of Loris, South Carolina.
Yeah, combat tested gaming. Perfect time for Chris Golden to come into the pits. Yellow flag, 49 laps in, and he's gonna have some good position now with that yellow flag coming out. But real quick, I just want to mention W Energy as one of 4 Wide Motorsports sponsors. W Energy is a company dedicated to providing high quality energy drinks designed to enhance focus, endurance, and overall performance. Their products are crafted with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash or jitters commonly associated with other energy drinks. W Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best, whether during workouts, gaming sessions, or daily activities. Use code, all capitals, I'll take 10 on your next purchase and get 10% off, and that would be at wenergy.com. I'll tell you that glad to have those guys on board because I get up mighty early on Saturday mornings after these races, and I definitely could use some energy.
You know, I've never tried it. Honestly, I kind of have, what do you call it, sensitivity to caffeine and energy drinks and everything. Cause so I mean, a cup of coffee will send me berserk, man. So I have to be
Me
careful
too.
about it. Yeah, but
Yeah, I actually drink decaf coffee, and I'll put just a splash of regular coffee in my decaf just for a tiny bit of caffeine because I also am sensitive. But that W Energy, it doesn't have all that unnatural sweeteners and stuff like that that give you the jitters. So a real good energy boost without all that caffeine jitteriness.
exactly, man. I know my, I see the 7 there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. He just got passed by the pace car.
Oh, and the pace car's in. These guys are single file. I don't think they're ready to go yet.
Oh, man, I don't know. We might need to extend this, or
I think we are going to extend it. Yeah,
yeah,
they're not up to speed.
I'm not real sure what happened to the 7 car because I'm showing Brent Wolf running in the 19th position. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if he
that's
was
where
trying
he
to get
scored.
lined up and maybe lost it or something, you know, on the or got a wave around or something, and maybe lost it that way. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out what happens, but that's what I'm gonna have to see if we could pull race control into Discord every once in a while too. We'll have to set that up as he gets more and more comfortable up there. This being his first night, we don't want to disturb his flow and let him get some sort of um vibe going up there. So doing a good job so far. Second caution, he's caught just about everything we've seen.
Yeah, he sure, and some
And more.
stuff that yeah, I was thinking so, and some stuff we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So
Well, now the pace car's back in again, and these guys still aren't double file,
oh
and they
boy.
got green.
And it looks like the big loser on that deal, I'm not sure, maybe Daniel Michel. The big winner, Chris Golden, already has things stretched out, single file, and apparently has like a lap car behind him.
Yeah, they let the 7 stay in line for some reason.
Yeah, because I'm
Ooh,
showing
wait
the
a minute.
7.
Daniel Michel has a black flag. So Daniel Michel has a black flag, and that's uncanny. I don't know what he got the black flag for.
Huh.
And Elijah Grant with the meatball. Unless our
Oh,
scoring
my
tower is
goodness.
going crazy.
No, I'm seeing the same thing. The only thing I can think of is Daniel Michel. I wonder if speeding on pit road or something. I didn't think you'd get a black flag for that though.
Yeah, really don't know what's going to happen, but he needs the pit, so he's going to have to bring it down pit lane before he. And there he goes, going to come down pit lane to serve his penalty.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I should know this by now, but I just kind of do whatever iRacing tells me to do whenever I get in trouble speeding or something like that. But I'm wondering if maybe he sped coming out of the pits, and that's why I gave him a drive-through penalty. Not sure.
Yeah. That's the only thing. It doesn't tell us what the black flags are for, but it shows up on our end. And that's why I say if we could have race control jump into the broadcast booth just to tell us what it is, and then we could tell the fans, that'd be great.
Or hey,
Live race control, we could do that now. So
That's
maybe
right,
in
man.
the future.
well, I tell you what. I do see that we have access to Daniel Michel within Discord here. So if we get another caution where he's not concentrating so hard, maybe we can bring him in and ask him what happened.
Yeah, that'd be great. As you see, Alderman giving Chris Golden all he could handle right there. So gonna watch that battle with Wiegand right behind him, huh?
Well, it's strange. The 7
No,
of Wolf, he's actually 4 laps down, running right behind Chris Golden. So I'm assuming that the 7 of Wolf must have had some damage or something, came in, got it fixed, got some new tires, and now he's ready to run up there with the leaders, or at least put down the same kind of lap times anyway.
Yeah, I think that was the confusion at the restart. I think they let a lot of lap guys start up with the leaders on the lead lap. So something got all mixed up with that in iRacing, and unfortunately, a lot of the lap car. Oh, and there was
there was a
Wayne
love
Cannon
tap.
getting in the back of the 7 there, saying, "Hey, I'm coming through."
Yeah.
And that's not like Wayne. I think the 7 just slowed way down, and Wayne had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Wayne might, well, the 7 might, yeah, just trying to get out of the way of Wayne Cannon. And, you know, without any kind of on-track communication, 7 lets out. Wayne's got it floored, and next thing you know, there's a little love tap there.
Oh yeah, they're very lucky that didn't send anybody spinning or whatever, because that was pretty hard hit there.
Yes, it was, man. And there's the 9 of Alderman. Now he is trying to. He is currently in 2nd place, and he is trying to. He's on a quest anyway to try to catch up with Chris Golden.
Oh yeah, he's about a 1/10 of a second faster than Golden that lap. Oh no, I'm sorry, not that lap. That was his best lap. They're running about the same lap, 250 to 243.
Well, we see Colton just last pitted 21 laps ago. Let's see when Chris somehow. Wow. Chris Golden pitted 15 laps ago, so actually Alderman has older tires. Yeah.
Yeah, Alderman's on a 21 lap stint. So, what, 6 laps or so? You don't wouldn't think it, but 6 laps of wear on these tires on concrete is a lot of laps.
It is. It really is, especially at this temperature right here, which, let's see, track temperature 74. Excuse me, the temperature 74, track temperature 88, humidity at 34.2%, wind south at 18 miles an hour. And
It's gusty out there.
Yeah, overcast conditions.
Yeah, I hope nobody's got their tent set up like at Watkins Glen.
You know, I missed that race, but I heard it was a mess out there.
Yeah, I guess a windstorm blowing tents around onto the track and everything.
Yeah, I heard people went essentially mud bogging, trying to get in and out of the camping grounds there.
Oh boy. And in the comments we have Leadfoot TV saying hello to everybody out there. Hey Leadfoot TV, how we doing tonight? Guys, join the chat if you're out there tuning in live. We'd love to have you in the chat. Give us a thumbs up and let us know who you think's gonna win. Let us know who you think who's your favorite, who you rooting for. Love to hear from you.
Absolutely, man. And look at that, what would you call it, Chooch, there, to groove through the corners. That's pretty interesting how high it is through 1 and 2. You can see the rubber being worn in. I was really expecting guys trying to run it right on the bottom near the apron. But watch this right here as you look at the gray streak through there, or the darker color. I mean, it's pretty much right in the middle of the track. Yeah. which is good for us because that means there's several different lanes that guys can pick, in order to race on.
Man, look at Alderman with the speed catching right up to Golden, like we were saying before. Alderman's not holding anything back there, and now he's within a tenth of Golden there.
Yeah, two completely different lines through 1 and 2. And it looks like through 3 and 4, both of them are going to try to take the low line through there.
Alderman looking down low again. Chris Golden way up the track, and they're going to come meet on the exit. Chris Golden with a great run off the top line there. 8's going to try it again. Both go to the bottom of the track this time. The 9 of Alderman. Alderman's got to run. He's going to try the top side this time, maybe. Tucks right behind Chris Golden there. Stays on the low side. The 9 just doesn't have enough to get aside of Golden, but 9 took a little higher entry there. Let's see if it sets him up here for another rod to the inside, and there it is. But Chris Golden holding that outside. The 9 was door to door on the inside. I think he's got him there. 9 low to the inside. Chris Golden goes up the track and lets the 9 by. But look who's back up front over there. Oh, Chris Golden hard into the wall. Danny Michelle on the outside, trying to capitalize off of Chris's little slip there.
Yeah, so I'm showing Danny Michelle being 3 laps down right now. So
yeah, that's right. He had that penalty.
Yeah, so he's trying to unlap himself and then hope for a couple more cautions before this race winds down.
Yeah, you're next in line, Alderman Golden, and then Wiegand is the blue car that we see kind of towards the back of this pack right there. Yeah, you see him come into the frame there. He's not too far behind, about a second behind these the leaders there. Yeah, now Alderman's got almost a second lead over Chris Golden now. Chris Golden does seem to be falling off a little bit. And he's on fresher tires than all these guys.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how all this plays out, because you can never tell if Chris is obviously he's running the higher line through 1 and 2. Honestly, though, Chooch, I'm not sure if that's easier or harder on the tires. It may be a better line as far as speed goes for Chris, but I'm not sure what kind of damage it may be doing to the tires. In other words, as this run goes on, which car is going to be fastest, say, the last 10 laps before you have to come in and pit again?
Yeah, well, we got about 42 to go, and the last time they took a pit stop was around 40 laps into the race. So I'm gonna say that within the next 5 laps at least, everybody should come in for the last pit stop of the race, tires and full fuel. But yeah, I usually do test the car out on a Tuesday during our test sessions, but I didn't make it. Was feeling under the weather last week, so didn't make it into the test session. So I don't know what this setup does to the car, high or low, on this track right now.
Well, either way, you got to give Chris Golden credit. I mean, he's definitely having a good showing tonight with 40 laps to go. So it's probably going to come down to this last pit stop. But look, man, there's only 8 cars on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, these guys up front, they're putting on a show. That top 8 right there, and those are a bit heavy hitters. Alderman, Golden, Wiegand, Carlson, Wilson, Grubbs, Wortham, and Paul Dillon. But Paul Dillon shows off the track. I think is he in the pits? Wayne Cannon.
There he
first
goes.
One, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wayne Cannon, the first one a lap down, and then Drew King is behind him a lap down. So there's your top 10 right there. So yeah, so I'm thinking pit cycles here coming up real soon.
Yeah. Paul Dillon came in after 41 laps on his in that stint.
It was Chris Norris gets moved by the 9 a little bit, and Norris being lap traffic, the 9 said, "Hey, I got to get around you because these guys are coming."
Yeah, and another thing too, I was looking at was Hunter Carlson. Man, he's creeping back into the picture. Oh, you'll have to refresh my memory who it was that he got into to kind of send him about 7 or 8 positions back earlier on. But now he's already made it back up to 3rd place.
Oh, yeah. No, I wanted to say, was it him and the 9 that got together?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but now he comes down pit road. So, yeah, we're gonna see some live pit stops. The 46 comes down after Hunter. Mitch Wilson from Elkhart, Indiana. I love
paint
that car.
scheme. Yeah, I was going to say that paint scheme looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the second movie to come out. They keep talking about it, but now that what's his name, Duvall passed away, I don't know.
Robert Duvall, man, one of my favorite actors, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, never disappointed.
Oh, look, I got to give a little camera time to our current leader in the 8 car with the best mug in iRacing. Well, at least 4-wide motorsports here. Gotta love that photo.
Yeah, that's a classic one.
Oh yeah,
great guy too. Always fun to have him in chat with us.
Yeah.
Speaking of chat, we got Everything Vlogs 324 saying Alderman's gonna take the win tonight. Okay, he's running very well. I would agree.
Yeah. Can't disagree.
More these guys come in. No, he's running a great race. Got a fast car. Seems like his pit strategy, everything's on point. He's gonna come into the pits, get such a great lead there. Cannon's 6 seconds behind him. And he's pitting. So, now Alderman.
Well, I think the 8 of Warmouth, yeah, he just hopped into the pits here. So I think by the time everything shakes out, Alderman weighs the current, well, let's see, he's 2nd right now. But I think after King pits, he will be the leader.
Yeah, he's got a huge lead too.
And I got to give a shout out to Wes Wigan. We call his name an awful lot, race after race, but so far he's only had 1 top 5 this season, but put together a great run tonight out of Rosenberg, Texas for Flex
Motorsports. Yeah, he races
Motorsports.
with a lot of heart. Yeah, races with a lot of heart, and always seems to get caught up in stuff that he doesn't necessarily want to be involved in, but finds a way to get involved in it. But seems like he gets better and better every week, and he has the talent. He's just got to stay out of the crap. And unfortunately, when you get to the back of the field here, as we saw in the first couple laps, it's hard to stay out of the back of the field into that hornet's nest back there.
It is. And we see Paul Dillon creeping back into the 4th position here.
Yeah, Paul Dillon, Carlson, Wigan. Just real quick, as we come into 29 laps to go, I'd like to shout out another one of our sponsors here at 4-Wide Motorsports, 213 Simware, where virtual racing meets real world style. Gear up with 213 Simware's sim racing apparel, perfect for representing your favorite league, team, or driver. Contact them at 213simware@gmail.com For inquiries, 213 Simware is the official apparel company for the 4 Wide Motorsports League. And did I see, while I was reading that, I thought I saw somebody going around.
Ooh, it was close. It looked
It
like
was
to me
close.
that Daniel Michelle got into the 88 a little bit there. Got him squirrely. But Daniel, you know, he's still, where is he? 3 laps down, but he's trying to get him, you know, earn his, or what do you call it? Regain the lap position, stays down. And apparently the 88 of Wes Wigan, who's running his second, you know, obviously he wants to win, but maybe he's not pushing quite as hard. So Daniel Michelle was like, hey, I got to go, buddy. Honk, honk.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about mile tracks or shorter tracks is when you got the speed and there's somebody slow in front of you, it's really hard to drive around them. So the only thing you really could do is kind of move them out of the way. Say, hey, I'm much faster. Get out of the way. As you see him behind the leader now. You think he'll move him here? Michelle backs off a little bit. That's the 9.
I mean, that
Did a
is
good run.
one lap that he could get back by racing.
Yeah, as he takes the inside. 9 doesn't want to contest it much. I think he just lets him go. Comes down and shuts the door on Wiegand. But look at Carlson. Carlson's right behind. Oh, no, that isn't Carlson. I thought Carlson was right on the tail of Wiegand. Carlson's about almost 3 seconds back.
Yeah, let's give Marty Roberts some love here. Driving the 55 Napa machine. Didn't Michael Waltrip drive a 55 or...
Oh, yeah. I think he run that 55 car. I forgot what track it was. He ran that into the wall and split it in half, and he was sitting on the ground.
Oh, that was the Bristol race, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was lucky to be
I think
alive.
that was the car.
Oh, well, I'll tell you something else I need to do, too, real quick. Let's take a little quick look here at Chris Golden with 21 laps to go. Normally we do this at 25 to go. This will be the time to dig. So whatever you got, man, it's time to throw your cards down on the table. See how you land. Got to put everything you got down here. Strategies out the window. It's time to go to the pay window.
Yeah, I could imagine. The fuel is set. The tires are there. It's just you and the track now. The pit boxes and the pit windows are out of the question unless we get a yellow and somebody wants to, put a splash in to make it to the end of the race. But this is it. Time to dig, man. It's you and the track. Go get it.
And it looks like to me, I haven't been really keeping up with it. Wes Wigan now is within a half a second of the 9 of Alderman. I'm not sure if he's making a, what do you call it, last-ditch effort. See if he can't get him a checker flag here tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely turned something on because he has made up about a half second in, I would say, maybe 7 laps now. He's made up a half second. So 18 to go. He definitely has the time to get there if he keeps up this pace. I'm sure Colton Alderman's thinking, maybe I shouldn't push it too hard. Maybe I should save a little bit in case somebody makes a run. So it'll be interesting once we can get the 88 gets to Alderman there.
Yeah, and no sooner than I mentioned that, apparently Colton is watching the stream. He was like, what? Wigan's within a half second? Let me hammer down, pull it on out some more.
Yeah, he did. He made up about 2/10 now. So they're kind of yo-yoing back and forth there. But look at Hunter Carlson. Hunter Carlson's in that mix, and he's not going to sit back there too much longer. There's going to be a time where he turns it on because usually he saves his stuff to the end. Does a real good job of saving his equipment.
Yeah, he sure does, man. That's the reason why. Right now, if we were to have a caution, look at our top 4. Alderman, Wigan, Carlson, Dillon, and even Wilson, Golden, Grubbs, Warmuth. All of those guys have been fast tonight, man. That would be one heck of a shootout here for the end.
Yeah, don't forget, Cannon would get his lap back, so Cannon would be in
Oh, that's right.
that
Yeah.
mess too.
Yes. Ron Walters, Drew King. Oh, boy. That would be nice for us. Somebody be cussing and somebody be whistling. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, that's absolutely for sure. Well, we got 14 laps to go. 13, unlucky 13 when we come by this time. But Paul Dillon having a great run in the top 5 there. As the 9's coming up, it's a lap traffic. You can see you got Chris Norris there and
The 99 of
the
Ron.
99, and yeah, they're going to slow that 9 up right there. The 9 gets caught behind him.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Alderman is going to play a whole lot, but I mean, he's got a second and a half lead now, so he doesn't have to be too aggressive.
Ooh, Chris Norris, Wade.
Oh,
Lita has to check it up. Oh,
Keep
gosh, that's a heart attack.
Keep it
All
together.
right, the 9's clear. The 9's clear of the 56. But now Wiegand's got to get through it too. So, just because the 9 got held up, Wiegand's got to get through there also. So, but it didn't seem like Alderman lost a lot of time getting through that. I
No.
thought
It was close, though. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, that could have been disastrous for Alderman there. When Norris came off of there, he was trying to give him room, got into the wall, and he could have easily bounced off that wall right into the side of Alderman.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, in the late models. Oh,
I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention Colton Briner. He was on pit road there for a while. 35 laps down, but look at that sucker, man. They didn't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, they just throwed the duct tape in the trailer and went and got a brand new nose to put on that bad boy. That thing looks brand new now.
No, I'm telling you, these guys are, with the point system and as many people we have in this league, you're gonna have bad races, you're gonna have bad days, but in order to get points, you gotta make laps and you gotta finish races. So even if you finish 35 laps back, you're still finishing the race, you're still getting points. So at the end of the season, you could still fight for a top 10 finish in this league. So yeah, you don't want to give up, go in the pits and just sit. You want to get your car fixed and come back out.
I totally agree with you. You just because you're having a bad day, or you do have a bad day, you got to be thinking big picture and be able to get the points. Because
absolutely.
Somebody who's having a bad day might just disconnect and say, screw it, I'm not messing with it anymore. Well, that's another position for you. And, another 5 points or so. Oh, boy, it's Alderman now catching up with a lap car of 25 of Daniel Michelle. Whew. Man, I just
you're
don't
watching
know.
these guys racing back and forth. Even though Michelle's a lap down, I mean he's a great driver and he's going to push and get everything he can out of that car. So, and I think these guys are pretty good friends. I don't know if they race for the same team or not, but not too sure about that. But yeah, they're going to race each other.
Well, maybe that's the reason why I don't win too many races and championships, because at this point I'd be like, man, I've got a 2.5 second lead, coming up on some lap cars. I'm not going to push anything, just going to take it easy. And man, it just looked like to me Alderman just came right up on Daniel Michelle and was like, well, I'm going low. Might as well have been passing for 4th and 5th or something. And I don't know.
Yeah, Alderman's got about a 2.5 second lead right now over Wiegand, and Carlson's about a half second back from Wiegand. So 3 laps to go, bearing some sort of caution or catastrophe. Alderman is off to a very comfortable lead here. 2 laps to go now.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to take a look at Hunter Carlson and see if he can cut into this lead here in the closing laps. We've only got 2 laps to go. So I'm not sure if Carlson's going to be able to get to Wiegand or not. But he has been faster here these last few laps. 1 to go. Sponsored by 4 Wide Motorsports.
Yeah, with the 1 to go, Carlson's got all his work cut out for him right now. He's got to do something, but I don't think he has enough track left. As we take a look at the 9 of Alderman coming to the checkered flag, 4 wide checkered flag, and there is your race winner with Wiegand second, Carlson third, Wilson fourth. Golden hasn't crossed the line yet. There's Golden in 6th place. We'll have your finishing order pop up here in a minute, but let these guys all come around, finish the race. And what a great race from Dover, man. These guys put on a great show. 2 cautions is it.
They did, Chooch. I mean, it really surprised me. I mean, that many cars, as we're taking a look at a race winner, Colton Alderman, burning her down, getting the win here. But yeah, man, back to your point. You know, I think I said earlier on when we started this broadcast, I was expecting right many cautions. And wow, was I surprised.
Yeah, usually when the first one comes out that fast, you're like, oh no, they're all gonna come out. But
yeah, cautions.
Race recap there. Race recap is Alderman was your leader. Colton Alderman. Cautions 2 for 7 laps, only 7 laps under caution. Lead changes 6 drivers for 11 lead changes. Daniel Michel with a 161.88 miles an hour at 22.6 second mile. That is hauling the mail around a mile track.
It is, man. Before we talk to our race finishers here, you want to go through the finishing order real quick?
Yes, sir. Let's bring that up, Tracy, and we'll go through the order. So I have your winner, Colton Alderman, in the number 9, first place. Wes Wiegand in the 88 comes in second. Hunter Carlson in the 32 comes in third. Mitchell Wilson in the 46 comes in fourth. Chris Golden rounds out your top 5 in the 19. Gavin Grubbs in the 26 in 6th place. David Wormuth in the 8 comes in 7th. Paul Dillon in the 113 in 8th. Wayne Cannon in the 29 in 9th place. Drew King in 34 in 10th place.
And then you have Ron Waters in the 99 finishing in 11th. Daniel Michel got caught with a black flag. We're still not exactly sure what happened there. We'll have to check on that and see if we can't figure out what happened. But anyway, he comes in 12th position, 3 laps down. The 55 of Marty Roberts finishes 13th. Devin Baker into 4 finishes 14th. Hayden Bloomer into 10 car finishes 15th. Chris Norris, Sarge, into 56, finishes 16th position. Brent Wolf into 7 car. I think he had some earlier issues very early on, kind of sent him back there. 9 laps down, finishes 17th. The 83 of Wendell Adkins finishes 13 laps down in 18th. Colton Briner, Mr. Social Media himself, into 14. Obviously got into some damage, spent 30-some laps on pit road, came back out with a brand new shiny car. I'm not sure if they rebuilt it on pit road or not, but anyway, finishes 19th. The hardest name to mention tonight will be Luna Leopold. Maybe we'll have to talk to Luna, see if we can't get that squared away. In 98, finishes in 20th position. Then we have Elijah Grant into 35, finishes 21st. Daniel Mindfood Jones into 17. Not exactly sure what happened to him. I think we missed whatever kind of incident that he had. Not even sure if it wasn't an internet issue or not. Finishes 22nd. Yogi Schleer, he got involved in an incident very early on, as well as Steve Castle. Both of those Yogi into 12, Steve into 1. They finished 23 and 24 respectively.
Yeah, just real quick, Tracy, do you have the points for the championship? Because I just want to say Hunter Carlson was is only 1 point ahead of Danny Michelle. Daniel Michelle finishes 12th, and Hunter Carlson finishes third place. So that's going to give Hunter a couple more points for the standings there, and further his lead a little bit tonight. So Daniel Michelle is going to have to string together a couple good races there, and Colton Alderman is moving up through the ranks in third place there. He's not too far behind those guys either. And Dallas Sutherman didn't make the field tonight, so um, there you go. This points race isn't over. There's a lot to watch as we go through the rest of this league. But yeah, that's it here from Dover, and we'll take a little break to get your podium finishers gathered together, and we'll be right back here for Wide Motorsports Network to interview. Welcome back, everybody, to the Four Wide Motorsports Network. As we just watched the Bingley's Auto Body 120 from Dover Raceway, brought to you by Four Wide Motorsports. I am here with Hunter Carlson, who finishes with a great third place after we watched him get very loose at the beginning of the race. Hunter, how did your race go? Let us know about it.
Started off really good. I love this track. This is probably one of my favorite tracks we go to every season. And I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you. I just know Gavin said he was sorry. I mean, I wasn't even mad. I was just in awe. I don't even know how I saved it, to be honest. I was just shocked that it happened. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna spin and wreck the whole field. I didn't want to do that, so I was trying to keep it up, everything else, but I wish I didn't get that caution in the middle of the pit side, because I wish it would have happened about 5 laps later. So it would have been interesting, because I felt like I had a similar pace to Colton and Dan there, and I just didn't have the track, never got the track position back, and pit cycles really helped me, and that's part of the reason I finished third. But with how fast that track was tonight, it was hard to really, once you lose track position, to get it back. But it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure everyone else did.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you saved it. You saved it once, you got loose again. It looked like you saved it again, and then like a third time you're just skating, and it just seemed like every time me and Tracy thought you had it, you'd lose it again, and we were like, oh no. So definitely some great exciting racing moments there. And is there anything you would like to do different next time back to this track, or anything you could have done better here?
I don't think so. Also, I just have a track position, but I mean, overall, I can't be mad with a third. I mean, with the way the first half of my season went, I didn't think I'd even be close to where I'm at in points now. And coming in and a couple top threes in a row and a win last week, can't be happier with the momentum I have going into the chase here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, congratulations on your top three tonight, and that does move you up a couple points in the lead, as Daniel Michelle had a 12th place finish tonight. So, anybody you'd like to thank for this tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Tracy, Eastern Technical Designs. Thank you for everything you do, Tracy. I appreciate you. Golden Chef Speed Shop for supplying the set. It was a lot of fun tonight. It was a little tight. If you overdrove your right front, the left front kind of burned a little weird, but that's just Dover for you. But want to thank Chris over there allowing me to be able to learn a lot about building sets. It's been a long couple months, but I think I'm finally starting to figure it out a little bit. 2 weeks in a row. Want to thank 4-Way Motorsport Networks for putting this show on. This is awesome every week, being able to go back and watch the races and be able to interact with you guys, of course. And want to thank, honestly, obviously, Bingley's Auto Shop. Thank you for the donation on there and everything you're doing, especially with the live race control. Chris and Josh, I know we didn't get it right this week, but we'll get it fixed for next week for sure. That was honestly my fault for scrambling last second. But obviously, everyone that puts this thing on, all the admins, Wayne, for being able to allow me bringing this thing over to iRacing. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride, and I can't wait to see what the future holds with this league. And I'm gonna go drink some beer.
Absolutely, man. You earned that one. But congratulations once again, Hunter. And we'll talk to you soon. But I'm going to hand the microphone over to Tracy Brown. Tracy, what do you got going on?
Yeah, appreciate that, Chooch, and appreciate the kind words from Hunter Carlson as well. But I just would like to mention I finally get to talk to Wes Wigan out of Rosenberg, Texas, who finishes in second place tonight. First of all, Wes, got a question for you. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
That happens a lot. Wigan is
Wigan.
Wigan.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. Well, however you say it is the correct way to do it, man. Well, I always do this. I kind of start off all my interviews and more or less just let you kind of give me a synopsis on how you felt like your race went tonight. So if you don't mind, talk about that if you would.
Yeah, race it went great. Just came up, about 2 seconds short of the number 9 from getting that checkered flag, but it went really well. I had a front row seat to watch Hunter have his little mishap with the 26. Was lucky to not be involved in it. Was able to check up quick enough and not get part of it. But it just, I like Dover. It's probably one of the better tracks in my opinion on iRacing, and I was really hoping it would just stay green. I wanted the just have that first pit to be under green for sure, but it was great. I had a great time. Second place, only one place better.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Maybe you are. I don't know. But, man, you're kind of creeping up into point standings here as well. So, I mean, this was a really good finish for you tonight. You've been racing here with us for a while. I know even this season right here, you've had 7 starts with us. But what I have noticed, because I always know, everybody's got to notice the 88 Nationwide car on the track. But what I have noticed is it always seems like there's just one incident, if you want to call it that, one episode, just one bad luck just drops right in your lap every single race. I mean, did you have anything like that happen to you tonight? And if you did, how were you able to avoid it?
No, I mean the only bad thing that really happened in front of me was that Hunter incident, and that wasn't really any of my doing, and I wasn't involved in it. I just had to check up a little bit, and my I think the spot where I lost a little ground was getting onto pit road. That second green flag stop, I kind of locked the tires up getting in, almost lost it, almost looped it around. So I gave up some time there. But other than that, I think I did a pretty flawless race. I was watching Hunter catch me before that last pit stop, but then he kind of just plateaued off and he wasn't catching me anymore. So I was pretty confident there. And then same thing was happening on that last green flag run. He was creeping in, but then it kind of leveled off again. So I don't know what else I could have done better other than to get on the pit road a little better on that second green flag stop. But the 9, he was fast, and I was doing all I could to get to him, but he had the speed tonight.
Well, I tell you, Wes, you kind of took my next question right out of my mouth there, because I was going to ask you if there was anything else that you could have done, perhaps to be able to bring home the checker flag. But we did notice that you were closing in on the 9 car. I mean, did you, with the laps winding down, I mean, did you kind of give it a Hail Mary type situation there for maybe 3 laps or so and just see what you could do? Because it was like you closed in to maybe, and I'm going off of memory, is always a bad thing here, but it seems like to me you got it down below a second, for the 9 in the lead. And then all of a sudden it was just like a switch got flipped and he pulled out, I think, almost to a 2-second lead, if I'm not mistaken there. But how hard were you charging up there early on as the laps winding down?
Yes, sir. After we came out on that new set of tires, I pitted a lap before the 9, and when he came off pit road, he was right there in front of me. So I was pushing really hard trying to get to him, and I just couldn't do it. So I kind of just backed up, just wanted to follow him a little bit. Maybe he would burn his stuff up, because I was running him down the run before that. I don't know if he was caught in some traffic or whatever, but I did cut him down, the time down on him. So I figured maybe I might be able to do the same thing that last run. But then also I was, watching Hunter behind me. I didn't want to give up second place. I wanted to get first, but I damn sure didn't want to give up second. So, I mean, I pushed hard, but like I said, he had the speed. So,
well, there you go, man. Well, I just want to say, Wes Wiegand, it was good to talk with you, buddy. Seen you running out there on the track. Many races here with us. It's good to finally, well, first of all, get to talk with you. And second of all, it's good to see you bring home a good finish here tonight. You're always fast, but like I said earlier, you kind of get caught up in, just, I don't know what you would call it, man. Almost like just a glob of bad luck getting thrown in your lap. Seems like at least once a race. So just want to congratulate you on that. And by all means, man, thank anybody that you would like to help you get here tonight.
I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, hopefully the races to come, I can be a little more clean and have some better finishes. I gotta, thank you guys for doing the broadcasts and this stuff. Thanks to Four Wide Motorsports and all those guys that, man, they do a lot of work in this league. I've been doing this a while, and this is probably one of the best leagues that I've ever been in. These guys are pretty damn awesome from everything they do here. It's really enjoyable. I got to thank my wife. She lets me do this. She doesn't complain. I tell her I got a race. She says, okay, have fun. And got to thank all the guys at Flex Motorsports. Like I said, we've been doing this a long time, and we put in the time, we put in the practice. We all try to make each other better, and hopefully we can start getting some more of those guys in here, because this is a damn good place to be.
Well, we certainly appreciate the kind words, Wes. Good to have drivers like yourself join in here. And by all means, be sure to give a big thank you from Four Wide Motorsports to Mrs. Wiegand for letting you join us every race here with Four Wide Motorsports. So, with that being said, I think we're going to toss the mic back across the pit road here to Chooch Oberg. Who you standing with there, Chooch?
Yeah, Tracy, I just want to say congratulations to Wes, man. Glad to see you on the podium, man. Congratulations in second place. But I'm here in Victory Lane with Colton Alderman in the number 9 Chevy SS from hometown, another hometown guy, hometown Montana. Colton, what a race, man! What a great job. What was your point of view? Tell us from your side of things. How'd you feel tonight?
Well, first off, what a day here at Dover Motor Speedway. The Hot Topic team brought an incredibly fast car all weekend, and I'm proud of everyone back at the shop for the work they put into this thing. Dover is one of those tough tracks. It beats you up physically and mentally, so to come away with a win here means a lot. We kind of had to stay patient there through traffic, manage the tires, kind of execute the restarts, and the team did a really good job on pit road today. I know people joke about the Hot Topic car being different from the rest of the field, but honestly, I think that's what makes our team special. We've got passionate fans, we're unique, and we're a group that does things in our own way. And it's cool to bring that to Victory Lane. I just want to thank the fans for coming out today. Hearing everyone in the stands was unreal, and hopefully we gave them a good show. We were definitely the fastest car out there today, no doubt about it. We were just kind of managing the whole race, trying to stay out of the wall, and just kind of keeping our nose clean, and I think it worked out.
Yeah, Colton, I gotta say you ran a really good race, and there was a couple spots in that race where we were kind of getting a little nervous for you because, like you said, you had some lap traffic you had to deal with, and you must have thought in the back of your head like, oh man, these guys are in front of me. Quite a few laps down, they're holding you back a little. Was there any time in your head where you were kind of nervous that second place was going to catch you?
I thought I was kind of, after that pit stop, I thought we were kind of just in no man's land by ourselves out there. After passing the 19. But yeah, I struggled to get around. I think it was the 56. I think he got in the wall when I was trying to get around him, and he bounced down a little bit, but luckily he kind of held on to her. Didn't bounce down to dust. That kind of made my heart race, with that lead out there. But at some certain point during that run, I look in my mirror and I see Wes kind of running me down, and I was managing my stuff, but I didn't know I was managing that hard. And so after a while, I think after running in dirty air behind me, I think his stuff just kind of fell off, and we were just kind of able to keep the same pace for the rest of that race. So, really proud of the guys. Setup was great today, and had a lot of fun.
Awesome, buddy. And yeah, that was a heart stopping moment, man. Everybody was on the edge of their seats as you were making the pass around a couple lappers there. But yeah, I know you were thanking people as you were going along, but I'll give you the mic, man. It's up to you and your time to shine, man. Congratulations on P1.
Yeah, no, first off, I want to thank my grandpappy for being here today. He was in the stands, said it was a little hot up there, but, you know, he said we'll love watching that 9 car out there. I want to thank Hayden Paints for these beautiful paint schemes that he puts on. Blueberry Milk Racing, obviously, is kind of a sister team to us. I want to thank Hot Topic Racing for everything they do for us. It's an incredible team to be a part of, and it's a lot of fun. I want to thank my teammate Hayden Bloomer. You know, this is his favorite track. He's very good in the trucks here, very good in the O'Reilly Series cars here, and he's kind of giving me some pointers on lines. You know, I don't run here a lot, so you know, we ran in practice together. Kind of went over some dirty air things, and I think he kind of struggled today. Just never had the car underneath him, and kind of knocked down the wall there early and kind of messed up his toe. But you know, it was a lot of fun. I want to thank my mom and my dad as well. But we'll go get them in the next one.
Excellent, man. Congratulations once again. And there's your race winner, Mr. Colton Alderman out of Montana, USA, in the Chevy SS Hot Topics automobile. Tracy, could you bring up the 4 wide brochure, please?
Absolutely, Chooch. Well, we've got several to go through here. And I tell you what, just to give you a break, if you would like, I will read through this first one. I got to move my mic out of the way. But the first brochure that we have is 4 Wide Motorsports is presenting their first ever FWM iRacing Indy 500. It'll be held on May the 23rd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Going to have a 25-car driver field, $20 entry fee, $500 guaranteed pot, 100% payout to the top 5 finishers. So anybody who has knows anything about motorsports, you know how famous the Indy Motor Speedway is, and how much prestige that brings. And so anyway, we'll be running I can't remember what you call them, the Dollar Indy cars, I think it is. Gosh, I wish I had more experience with these myself. You don't want me out there on the track, though. Trust me on this. It will be a fixed setup. And by all means, if you're interested, we take PayPal and Venmo. And it's going to be limited to 25 drivers. And so anyway, more or less, first come, first serve. That'll again be May 23rd at 7:30 p.m. So everybody who's interested in running a virtual Indy 500, make sure you sign up, join. Can't wait to see that thing be run with 4 Wide Motorsports. And then also race sponsorships. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Chooch. You can take this one, buddy. I got one more before we get done.
Yeah, no. 4 Wide Motorsports is always looking for sponsorship, race sponsors. Your race sponsor could be anything from flag sponsorship, which is the green flag, pole award, yellow flag, caution flags, the white flag. Any kind of sponsorship you'd like. If you'd like your name on something, your wife's name, anniversary, anything, something fun. We have full race sponsors that get you all the above, and an interview with the in the broadcast booth before or after the race. So keep in mind, not too expensive to get your name out there if you have a business or, like I said, an anniversary come up, a birthday, anything to celebrate. And that's over at 4 Wide Motorsports.
And then we also would like to mention 4 Wide Motorsports is always looking for drivers. Doesn't really matter whatever it is you're into as far as iRacing goes. You know, of course, we got the Arca cars, we got late model series that are running currently on Monday nights, but both of these series kind of mix up a little bit season after season, and it doesn't even matter, even if you're not into iRacing specifically, which is done on Monday and Friday nights. We also have NASCAR 25 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights, which happens to be on the PC and PS5 only. And, of course, 4 Wide Motorsports takes drivers of all skill level. The only thing that we ask is that you are clean, respectful, and have fun. And so that we would love for you to join us on Discord, and so that you can join us in iRacing. And not only that, but occasionally we have fishing tournaments. I think we have monster trucks on maybe Saturday, Sunday nights. I don't know. Whatever it is, they actually have they've actually had some wrestling tournaments going on. And I don't know, just pretty much whatever you're interested in and having fun virtually, odds are 4 Wide Motorsports can provide a league or a group of guys for you to get together with and enjoy yourself sometime during the week. And eventually, hey, you'll all make it up here into iRacing anyway, no matter where you start. And I'm sure you'll all be running the Arca series. We had a great big field tonight. So anyway, just keep that in mind. We're always looking for drivers. And so anyway, Chooch, man, we had a great big field, like I was saying right there. I mean, golly, I'm saying here, let me count. Yeah, we had 24 drivers out here tonight in the Arca series at Dover Motor Speedway. Man, it was everything that I thought it would be, except for we did not have near as many cautions as I thought we would have. I really thought that there were going to be some guys kind of pushing it beyond the limit, collecting into wall, ricocheting back down, collecting some, some guys just minding their own business, and we were going to have a couple of big ones during this race, but we didn't have it. I mean, you got to hand it to all these drivers here tonight, man. But anyway, final thoughts?
Yeah, Tracy, I'm going to tell you what, these guys are week after week after week, they're showing more and more composure, and, the racing gets better and better here. 2 cautions, a mile long track on concrete. You would figure this was going to be at least a 5-6 caution rate, but these guys, give it up to them. They do a great race. And next Friday we're at Phoenix, so another really tough track, and can't wait to go there and see what these guys can do, and see what the points turns out, because like I said, the chase is right around the corner. But on behalf of Bingley's Auto Body and 4 Wide Motorsports, Eastern Technical Designs, and for me, Tracy Brown, I'm Charles Chooch Oberg. I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you here next Friday night.